Привіт усім! З вами Лірок. І сьогодні ми продовжуємо проходити гру Kingdom Come Deliverance, другу частину. На черзі у нас завдання Королівський гамбіт. У попередній серії нам передали керування Богутою. Генрі все ще в Кутній горі. Боїться бідний Сигізмунда там, десь ось тут. А Богута натомість зібрався разом з прихильниками Вацлава і намагається їх переконати, щоб вони знайшли спільну думку. Для цього нам потрібно заручитися підтримкою Бочека з Кунштата, Анни з Вальштейна, вона там сиділа в кутку, і ще за допомогою свого брата Криштофа залучиться підтримкою лавника Альдера. Тепер нам залишилось тільки поговорити з кількома людьми, з якими ми ще не говорили раніше. Так, тут варта тільки сидить. А це взагалі хто такий?
Sir, I don't believe I've had the honor.
Nor I, until now. I am Sir Conrad, Lord of Vechti, and you are the heir to the Lord of Rabosh, are you not?
Used to be. My father somewhat
Забув,
disowned me
як
some
мене
time
звати.
ago.
And I used to be the Royal Mint Master, until the king decided to replace me.
Are you going to support the Margrave's proposal?
I haven't quite decided yet. It's true that displeasure against the king is noticeably growing in Kuttenberg, but if our rebellion were to come face to face with Sigismund's army, I'd be risking my future, if not my life.
Do you think you might get your position as Mint Master back again?
I doubt it. Half the town hates Vavak, but no one would even think of saying a word against him, and he knows that his security stands and falls with his function. So he clings to it, tooth and nail.
Зрозуміло.
We've got quite a bit in common, wouldn't you say?
More than you think. If my memory doesn't deceive me, you serve as a
Всі вже
parish
знають, що він
priest.
парафіяльний
So I
священник.
recollect, at least, from my recent discussions with Martin.
Served. That's in the past.
Even so. Before King Wenceslas appointed me his mint master, I was a priest. I was even being groomed to become a bishop.
And now look at us. We have cast off our robes and
Наші
merrily
султани радо
hatched
плетемо
plots
заколот
against
проти
Sigismund.
Сигізмунда.
There's no point in waiting for divine intervention. On the contrary, the current state of affairs demands quite a secular approach.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Ну, точно священник, от він біля відповідного місця. Так, ще ми не говорили. Так, просто шляхтич, так, з Жижкою.
You seem a bit out of sorts. Anything wrong?
Oh, these grand aristocratic assemblies are nothing for me. I'd be happier if they just told me in the morning how it all went and what my boys have to
Око,
do.
до речі, зажило. Те,
But
що
then
Генрі
you'd miss all the grub and the
порізав
booze,
трошки.
and the gossip.
Oh, and have you heard
Про
anything
чутки ми цікаві
interesting here?
чули. Пан Дівіш чекає дитину після весілля, яке влаштували пані Стефанія і Генрі.
It seems Lichtenstein's looking for allies. For his own ends.
And how's he going to do it? Didn't you see them all
Хоча,
fighting
можливо,
tooth and
це і
nail
правда
here just
пан
a
Дівіш
while ago?
зробив.
Well, different approaches work with different
Чудо
people.
сталося.
The only approach that'll work with Sigismund is open resistance. Maybe on the field of battle?
Let's hope young Lord Capon manages to stay free for a while longer.
Залишиться на
Ever
свободі.
since leaving Ratai, he's gone from one pile of trouble to another.
That's one thing you can always count on him for. I'll gladly wager with you he'll end up in some other shit by evening.
God forbid.
Генрі тут
Henry's
немає.
not here now to pull him out of it.
In that case, it'll be up to you. I'm sure you wouldn't leave him to disgrace himself in front of Hanush.
A lot of people think the wealthy burghers will stick with Sigismund, whether out of fear or convenience.
Well, that's to be expected. As long as Sigismund has the city council under his thumb, no one will rock the boat.
Well, at least there's a few individuals here, like Ruthard.
Sigismund confiscated his castle and half his
Ну тут
estates.
точно.
That'd be enough to make a man mad. Not to mention that his son was killed in the siege of the city.
Так. І Бочек з Кунштата. Його нам потрібно переконати.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips, and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Yobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to
Що
win
він
me over
хороший.
for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men at arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men at arms as a convincing argument.
Ну так,
And 100 horsemen on top. Only in
підкріплено.
order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
Don't worry, it's not just your money I want to draw on. Believe it or not, we've gained other patrons for our cause too.
Really? Name at least one of those lunatics.
Одного з цих
Anna
божевільних.
of Volstein, for instance.
Truly? Well, let's see about it then.
I wouldn't mention the word.
Це вже цікаво, так,
All right,
бо всі ж
let's
знають, що в
discuss
неї
it.
бізнес.
Candidly. I have a lot of
Чуйка
property,
є.
lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sигізмунд.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund.
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece.
Так,
If I succeeded
племінниця.
in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also
Ну, ще й б
gladly
сама радо
accept.
пішла.
I don't want her to be unhappy.
Так, ну, панич Птачек тут уже в списку, ну
I believe
почнемо по черзі.
Lichtenstein is single.
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient for Sигізмунд. Yitka could end up being a pawn to blackmail both of us.
I'd be honored to oblige. I'm in my prime.
Вік якраз
Forget about it.
підходящий.
Even if by some miracle you could manage to sire children, you'd die before you could raise them.
The truth doesn't offend, my lord. But I had to give it a
Цікаво,
try.
скільки йому років, він
How about young
виглядає старше за
Lord
свого
Cape?
батька.
He's a youngster still.
Навряд чи Ітка хоче виходити за старого.
He may be young, but he's got something between his ears. He's got battle experience. And when he gets the estate that's his by right, he'll be well secured for life.
If he gets it. Right now, Hanush lords over Rattay and seems quite happy with that state of affairs. On the other hand, the lords of
Пані Велипу
Blackburn
всі
have a
добре
good
знають.
reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
So, will you support our plan?
You're selling the skin of a boar that's still grunting. First, I want a confirmation that the wedding will take place.
І то
as soon as
швидше.
possible.
And what if Lord Capon refuses?
I don't care what the young lord thinks.
Вирішувати буде Гануш.
If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his
Часи
sacrifice.
очей є
Now stop
нещасно.
dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
Так, ну, поговоримо тоді з Ганушем. Вже тут було про весілля.
A nightingale surrounded
Так,
by...
це ми вже
Sir
слухали.
Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
Птачек має одружитися.
Young Lord Capon is going to get married.
If he's got some impoverished noble's daughter pregnant, I'll have his hide. I'm not going to support some bastard.
You misunderstood my meaning. I was the one who arranged the betrothal. I mean, with your blessing.
You arranged a marriage for my ward?
А так взяв і
Just like
домовився.
that? With who?
With the niece of Sir Bocek, Lord of Kунштат. Her name's Yitka.
Bocek of Kунштат? The Bocek?
Того самого.
Godwin, you conniving old bastard.
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So,
Young Hans is to marry Kunštat's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the rat out.
Рафії врата
Or
є.
you could make me the abbot of Sasa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it.
Янові не кажи.
Cheers!
Cheers to
Поїхали.
you and to your parlaying skills.
Так, вийшло. Заручились підтримкою. Може, може таке пану Птачеку сказати. А ну з ним можна взагалі говорити?
I've got some good news and some bad news for you.
The bad news is there's hardly any females in this whole damned place. There's some old bat standing there with two young girls, but she watches over them like a mother hen.
Матакочка.
So at least tell me the good news.
You're going to get married.
Good one. Is she at least pretty?
I don't know. I've
Ніколи
never
її
seen
не
her.
бачив.
You're really a barrel of laughs. God. Wait till Hannah hears this. Now, enough nonsense. Let's have a drink to your health and my freedom.
To your health.
Поїхали. У нього там прямо келих позаду. Так, ну тоді ніби все. Так, аби тільки знов не пити, а то вже переп'є трохи Богута.
So, Bocek, your niece Yivka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kунштата.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yivka and the unhappy Lord Capel.
Here's to a good bargain.
Поговоріть з Ліхтенштейном про підтримку. Так, аби ще й там пити не довелось. Трохи треба провітритись. Богуті. Так, він вже й переїв, п'ючи тільки.
I'm still hoping it works out. We walk out of here with a clear plan. But maybe you were right. It was probably not the best idea.
Збирати всіх цих панів під одним дахом було не найкращою ідеєю.
At other times, I would celebrate hearing you admit a mistake, Margrave. But if I were you, I wouldn't lose faith just yet. Sometimes all you need to do is send the right man to whisper the right words into the right ears.
You mean you managed to convince someone? Someone influential?
О, поплив.
I manage nothing. But I have found someone who could pull a thorn out of our side and get some influential people to join our cause.
And who is this secret envoy of yours?
Так, ну поїхали.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen
Дива
where you
трапляються там, де
least
їх найменше
expect them.
чекаєш.
Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kунштата will support our cause.
Both of them. Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords,
О. Тут уже і почалося.
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
And how are we
Нарешті.
to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslaus, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
О, переконав таки.
The houses
Брат.
of Leipa and Kунштата will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Вітаємо. Ой.
Lords Kунштат, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
Ну, вийшло в Богути таки. Тут все більш-менш. Ну, єдиний, хто незадоволений, це пан Птачек. Аби не втік часом. Цікаво, чому його не забрали в Ратай. О, повернулися до Генрі. Не нароби дурниць, не нароби дурниць.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted.
Погроми він
And I advise you to do the
влаштував.
same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere. Point them to the Jewish quarter and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wenceslas' side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
Головне, щоб
So you
він
see,
тут не з'явився зараз.
all you have to do is make
Чи
sure the
Бергов.
city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylanders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners
Заворушення
started
серед
rebelling.
рудокопів.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants. Chicken shits. Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore place the city council under the authority of Sir Marquard von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed.
Ой.
But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquard von Aulitz now. No one else.
Ви не
The
впізнав.
council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquard, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably
Нестерпно задоволений собою.
if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will follow.
Решта швидко підкориться. Тут ми ще й
You say the others will be
кулуарні.
brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a
Горщина кубло змій.
Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Margaret. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king. You did a good job, waiter. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
Коли вже нам дозволять іти звідси?
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Rabosh.
Висунувся на Радборж уже.
Won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odolin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosh will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No, we shall have white. We have had enough of red.
Так,
White
червоно.
it is. Quickly! The
Поїхав.
bush falls. Others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sacrifices
Таким
would
попередженням.
only benefit from
Нічого
a
собі.
warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
Взагалі, напевно, не треба було, а з іншого боку, наказ короля, ніби як. І в фортеці знову в Радборж перемістились. Частина вже пішла. Відсвяткуйте з гостями. Навеселилися. Рабо.
Excusez-moi. Half of the French court knows me by that name.
Well, how'd you like our wine, Chevalier?
The art of winemaking has a long tradition in La Belle France. Recipes are passed on from father to son, and each generation brings them to perfection. I myself was practically raised on wine. How many I have tasted. Even the French royal court took note of my refined taste. The king himself had wine delivered for his table according to my
То вже він
advice.
стільки собі
I expect his lordship had the best barrels rolled out. Now, if you'd only known he had a real connoisseur.
Best barrels! Mon ami, this wine would perhaps be suited
для
to the
розрету.
infirmary, where it would
Але
suffice
все одно
for
набрався добряче.
cleaning wounds and easing pain. For that, the taste is of little consequence.
Aye, that's the one.
О, я з Ліхтенштейна.
You in need of something, my wild friend?
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows.
Touching.
Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly? Not even a little?
Трішечки.
Oh, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is.
Стану професійним плакальником.
Become a professional mourner.
See now, I'll gladly drink to that with you. Only there's nothing to drink. We've run dry.
Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't
Може,
make
й
it
до
as
бочки
far
не
as the
дійде.
cave.
To hell with that keg slop. Your father surely has something better stored away. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friends, and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those pictures
Це
for
один
us,
з тих
eh?
леків.
I'm sure you can manage that.
You can bet on it. I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
Іди й нюхай. Так, ну десь напевно в підвалі будуть. Так, ну спочатку з усіма переговоримо. Ну, там вже відбуваються події, так. Хто сюди ходить? Розважаються тут всі. Так, з цим ми вже поговорили. О, пан Птачек.
Please, call me Rabbi.
Ребе.
And you should not curse either. What is bothering you, young man? You should rejoice that you are to be married.
Ось він притишений якийсь.
Then you might be dead, sir. Think about the future. You need an heir.
Хоча б спитати могли.
Then she will be a rich monster. And God willing, the children will take after you.
Ну, такий оптиміст.
I shall not, son. Intemperance is against God's commandments.
Сам є прикладом своїх проповідей. Буває ж таке. Так, тоді ще поговоримо з гостями. Я так розумію, з ким не говорили. Так. Всі на коня дивляться.
Bullocks, you're changing the subject, so you don't have to admit I'm right.
May I interrupt you for a moment?
You already did, didn't you?
What's the matter?
One of the most esteemed guests ordered more wine. Where might I find it?
All over the place. Are you blind?
I meant the really fine wine. The kind that Martin opened.
Він прямо за ним стоїть.
No way. Sir Martin ordered for it to be served only to him and a few of his favorites.
Have you seen the state he's in? Tomorrow, he won't even remember what was agreed here today. Anyway, he'll never miss one jug of wine if it disappears.
All right. Them pictures are on a table in the cellar.
Розказала.
But you didn't hear
Цікаво.
it from me.
Now off you go and leave us alone.
By the name that the horse
Good to
is
see you.
immensely valued.
May I interrupt you for a moment?
You already did.
What's the matter?
Everyone keeps saying that the prettiest girls in the whole county serve the odorants at the bar.
Романтик.
I didn't believe it. But I can see there's some truth in it.
What are you blabbering about?
Haven't you had a little too much wine, perhaps?
Not at all. I could drink every man here under the table. Want me to show you?
No need. I believe
Вірю на
you.
слово.
Stop bothering us and go pester someone else. Dasha isn't interested.
Так, зрозуміло.
Good evening, my esteemed lady. I haven't yet had the opportunity to make your acquaintance.
Оце про птачек про них
I know who you
говорив.
are, although Martin hardly spoke of you. From what I heard, I could conjure up a pretty good picture.
No offense, ma'am. But whatever picture you paint of me, I have reason enough to believe it's mistaken.
Indeed. So, the stories of how, in your youth, you used to drag a different chambermaid to your bed every night is nothing but slander.
And I also heard that you once fell drunk into the trench in front of the fortress,
Разом з
horse
конем.
and all.
All right, I confess to that one. But nothing happened to either me or the horse.
And is it not true that one of your paramours made off with your late mother's jewelry?
We are all sinners, ma'am. And besides,
За час людина може сильно змінитися.
a person can change a lot in that time.
Unquestionably. My husband is living proof of it, no more than I.
Would you kindly introduce your two companions?
This is Lady Christina, second wife of Lord Biniek of Nostitz. She's standing in for him here today.
Nice to meet you, sir.
How come your husband didn't come?
Because he's been rotting for nearly a year in the king's
В
captivity.
королівському
I'm
полоні.
sorry to hear that, ma'am. I pray that God shall return him to you soon.
I've been praying for it since the day I got word of his captivity. Perhaps worldly powers will come to our aid once the promised army turns up. One hopes.
What's your opinion of the outcome of today's assembly?
That it's about time. Although at the onset it looked like everyone here would carry on arguing like fishwives at the market. But in the end, it seems the agreement arrived at will bear fruit.
It's rather noisy here, ma'am.
А вже
It is a bit,
дивиться.
But that's all part of celebrations, and today we have cause for celebration, don't we?
Wouldn't you prefer a little privacy? I'll gladly escort you.
Restrain your ardor. You're not the first to
Вже
try and
вона
lure
наглядає,
my
вже
girls
пан
somewhere
Птачек
out of my
намагався
sight.
тут.
If you want to amuse yourself with them, I insist on being present. or you may be on your way.
But I had no wish to.
And while you're on your way, we're quite thirsty from all this constant chit-chat.
Do I look like a servant to you?
No, but surely you wouldn't leave
Не
these young
залишиш
ladies
потерпати від
to
спраги.
suffer thirst. Be so kind to bring us another pitcher of wine. I don't know what's in those kegs, and I don't intend to try it out.
I beg your pardon.
І все. Все зводиться до того вина. Так, з ким іще можна поговорити? О, Сухий Чорт.
Having a good time? It's a fucking bore. These old farts here have no idea what fun is.
Well, what are you missing? There's wine, food, even a few females worth the seeing.
I'd rather have a game of dice. Or a good punch-up.
Чи пику добряче натовк.
Don't you dare get into a fight with anyone. You know what a fuck-up that would be.
Aye, I forgot. Only the younger Lord of
Радборському
Ramos is
паничу.
like to get anyone here a piece
І то тільки з родичами.
and his own kin at that.
Leave it out. They forced my hand.
Well, they wouldn't have to force me. That young nitwit was asking for it anyways.
Well, let's have a game then. But for what?
For coin. What else?
Так, у нас є гроші.
Playing for coin's a bore. You got anything else to wager?
Well, I might have something. But you'll have to bet at least 20 groschen against it.
And what might that be?
Let's keep it a surprise. You won't be sorry, though.
What the hell?
Ну,
It'll be
хоча
fun
б
at
буде
least.
цікаво.
You bet it will.
Так. Одиниця. Вже нічого не видно, все розплите. Ну, Генрі вже грав в такому стані, але він кидає хоч краще. Ну, думаю, це найкраще, що зможе викинути Годвін. Це краще, ніж втратити. Було б добре якісь 3 одиниці отримати, але вже як є. Ну, майже вже догнав. Так. 1, 2, 3. Ага, зрозуміло, 2 трійки. Я вже думав, нам пощастило. 6, 1, 1. Щось не сильно випадає. Невдача ще й взагалі. Угу. Тож пощастило. Ну, це вже, напевно, зайве, ні. Занадто впевнений був в собі. Так, стоп, це 5. 1, 2. А, ні, це не 2, це 3. Тоді все розвалилося. Ага, а це 5. Та і не видно нічого. Та що ж таке? Знову невдача. Нескінченний буде цей раунд. Ну, не раунд, матч. Ну, поки комусь не пощастить. Да. Так, ну 1000 вже. Вже непогано. Ще 500 і все. Щось він швидко здався на цей раз. О, нарешті. Морква. Морква. Серйозно.
You can dip that rotten carrot in lard and ram it up your
Сраку.
arse. I was just having a laugh with you. Lighten up a bit, eh? But if you don't like your prize, hand it over here.
Here you are. Not much use to
You've got no imagination. It's not for eating, but it still has uses. Like I could shove it down the back of the cousin's shirt.
Адже ж. Моркву гнилу.
I understand. Let's at least drink to your success.
And let's drink to the future of Lady Yitra.
А, вже сам сватається. Засватав племінницю.
Well, God be with you. The groom isn't looking too happy at the moment.
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you, my lady.
It's easy for you to say. You don't have to listen to it day in, day out.
A little gossip. You act like you don't know the world of the lords.
Lords and ladies. You either ignore us or slander us.
Не зводити наш наклеп.
Who do you mean?
Not you.
Have you ever thought about getting married again?
How
come you're still here, sir? Weren't you supposed to travel with Sir Hanush?
Ну так, вони разом ніби мали всі
Prepare a
йти.
wedding feast and all that. All hail Jobst. He sorted things out here nicely. He got my money for a start, and that's more than I wanted to give him. But you know how it goes. Give them a finger. I explained to the Margrave that I'm not going anywhere, and I sent my captain with him. He's still young and full of piss and vinegar. I'm too old and fond of my comfort. Did you at least discuss with Hanush where the wedding will take place? Nothing to discuss. The wedding will take place at our castle Lititz, of course. It's the pride of our family. We can fit in 3 times more people than here, and that still wouldn't be much. But there are 2 castles in Rattay. I'd bet my right arm old Hanush will want to have the wedding there. What? In Rattay? Well,
Треба над цим подумати.
But deal with him yourself, though. I won't be your gent's messenger anymore. I wouldn't worry about it if I were you, my lady.
It's easy for you to say. You don't have to listen.
Так, ну зрозуміло. Далі вони говорять. Так, з ким тут ще взагалі можна поговорити, навіть теоретично. Так, ну ці в кості грають, це вже не цікаво. Просто шляхтич пише. Так, хто тут у нас є? Шляхтич, 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 шляхтич. Шляхтич. Служниця. Елішка.
Sorry, have you got some time to spare?
From cleaning up this pigsty? Any time?
I've come to rescue you from work and responsibilities.
Really? Why don't you save that sweet talk and tell me what you want?
Well, it occurred to me we could maybe spend a little time together.
Of course. What else? Do you play dice?
You mean strip dice?
You strip if you like. Either way, you'll end up bare-assed and with an empty purse.
All right. Let's have a game.
Ну тут вже не на гроші. Можна й програти. Знову ці кості. Так, 3, 2, 6, 6. Чого взагалі цікаво? Так, 2 одиниці, п'ятірка.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
5-1. Напевно, і все. Набагато важче грати, ніж за Генрі. Немає спеціальних костей.
Now I'll show you how it's done.
Ого.
Maybe I'll do it again. And now we'll see. Oh, come on.
Невдача. Так, 5-5. А, це трійка, а не двійка. Не видно. Один.
You lost your mind. You're going to lose everything.
Ого. Так, це вже в сумі. А, і вийде. Вже не можна не продовжувати.
Why do I even play?
Спритність зросла. Ну нічого, ми не виграли, ну і не програли, на щастя. Так, тут варта. Кухарка мадла.
Okay. What would you like?
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but are you busy?
What do you think? A fortress full of hungry mouths and half of them noble lords accustomed to all kinds of debauchery.
I haven't eaten so well in a long time. Lord Alderaan was fortunate in his choice of cook.
He didn't have to choose me. My old ma spent her whole life in this kitchen, and my grandmother before her.
То, скоріш за все, він має її знати.
Wait, you Kvieta's daughter, Madlenka.
It's been a long time since anyone has called me by that name. I was afraid you'd forgotten me.
You haven't changed at all.
But I have. And you've changed too. You left a haughty young pup, and now you return...
An old
Старим
dog.
псом.
Not at all. The years have been kind to you.
And how have you been all this time? Did my father give you a hard time?
Not really. When he remarried and had another son, his mood improved quite a bit. I also got married. And soon I had my little Elishka running around under my feet in the kitchen. Young Sir Christopher used to come and play with her sometimes. He was always a very nice lad.
Tell me more about Elishka.
She's a big girl now. She's a maid here for
Ну, ми
now,
вже з
but
нею
I'm sure they'll find
зустрічались.
her a better job soon.
Well, aren't you worried about her? A young girl doesn't have it easy in life.
Even as a little girl, she used to beat up the boys in the village. I put up with all sorts of things without a peep, but not her.
And your husband?
Kuba, he died when Elishka was just a baby.
Ой.
Got bitten by a dog, and the wound festered. It was quick.
God grant him eternal life.
Так.
Why don't we go somewhere together? Somewhere private. And reminisce about the old days.
Старі
You
часи.
really haven't changed at all. You ought go and have a drink and stop chasing girls. I mean, it's
В твоєму
embarrassing
віці
at
це
your
вже
age.
непристойно. Елішка. Ну що ж, здається, ми вже з усіма поговорили, всіх обслухали, залишилось тільки взяти вино, але це нас перенесе далі за подіями. Там вони вже не спиняться, тому ми на цьому зупинимось на гарній такій ноті. І продовжимо вже в наступній серії. А на поки все. Дякую за увагу. Бережіть себе.